What's going on, everyone? Ains here, Seasoned Gaming, and happy to be back. So as you may have noticed, it's been quite a while since we've done a collectible video or statue unboxing, and that's primarily because we've been pretty busy over at the site with other projects, but also fractured my leg. And so my game room right now is a disaster. There are boxes everywhere. I've got several statues waiting to be opened that are actually sitting behind the camera right there. But I'm finally up and able to move around mostly now. As you can see, we're kind of in a different area of my game room, but it looks like this is going to work out, so we'll make it work. Before I jump into this Witcher 3 statue from Dark Horse, really quick, just want to mention we've been growing pretty rapidly here at the channel, and you might have noticed things have changed a little bit in the sense of the type of videos we're doing. Our cast on the Big Cast, which is live every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. If you enjoy a all-around kind of insightful gaming podcast, I hope you stop by. You can join us live or listen to it on your audio services afterwards. And we also introduced Patreon recently, so if you really want to support Seasoned Gaming, kind of independent gaming journalism, that's out there as well. And of course, you can find all of this information on seasonedgaming.com about all of our contributors, what we do, why we do it, etc. So enough of that for now. We're going to jump into this. Now, like I said, I have several statues sitting around right now waiting to be unboxed, and this is by far the smallest one. So I figured we'd start here because I was looking forward to this one anyway. This is the Witcher 3 Geralt and Roach statue from Dark Horse. And you can see a picture of it on the box here. It retails for $299.99, so right around $300, which puts it, about not even half the price of some of the Prime ones I typically do. And if you followed the channel for a while, you know that we've done the majority of the Prime 1 Witcher line, right? We've done Geralt, we've done Yennefer, we've done Triss, we've done Ciri. So I kind of stopped buying those bigger Witcher ones. I have tons of Witcher stuff in the room. But I like this one just because it's a smaller display and he's sitting on Roach casting a spell, which I thought was pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and check it out. I will say just before I open this that I have a few Dark Horse collectibles in other forms, as well as some Last of Us stuff and other things anyway. And there is a noticeable difference in quality between something like this and Prime 1 or some of the other bigger statues I have, which is expected for the price. But we'll see how this one shapes up for $300. So let me go ahead and do the usual here. I will get the core of the box open, and then once we get it on the table, I'll zoom in and give you a better perspective. Alright, so right out of the box, you get a certificate of authenticity for Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is a limited edition of 1,000 units, and I got number 38, which means I seemingly was one of the earliest to order this. So I'll just put this aside for now. As we said, because this is a pretty small box, this should be relatively quick. So let me go ahead and get this thing out of this styrofoam here, and we'll be right back. Okay, so because this is a smaller statue, like I said, there's only a few pieces to get out, but take a look at the base here. As you can see, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt statue, Geralt and Roach statue, limited edition number 38. And then it's got the base with just some mud and grass here. Very straightforward, nothing too overly detailed, like I said. But it's got some decent weight to it for a statue of this size. And then here's the main mold here. It's already mostly put together. You do get the tail for Roach here, which we will put in, of course, depending on what way this goes. I don't think it goes upwards, right? There we go, slots right in. Now, in terms of mold quality, this is maybe a few pounds. It's just a resin, really. It's nothing, again, I keep saying it, but it's nothing too crazy in terms of statues. It's more of a little piece. There's just some nice coloring here all over Roach on the front and around his legs, which is supposed to be the grayish mud right here, so that's pretty cool, and you can see that obviously in his legs. Geralt's build looks like something like you would expect out of a collector's edition, but higher quality. There's more kind of intricacy to the way things are designed, and the paint's obviously of a higher level as well. The separation of paint is pretty good, actually, for a piece of this price. So, yeah, it's a decent looking piece here. So let me go ahead and get this in. It also comes with a little fence post. Comes with a little trophy that you can hang off a Roach, which I think was cool. Looks like a head of a werewolf that Geralt may have killed. That's pretty neat. And then it also comes with both of his swords, the silver and the steel swords. Now these are just plastic. It's nothing like the metal swords that come in the larger Prime 1 Geralt that I reviewed as well. So let me go ahead and put this together. Like I said, I'll bring the camera in and we'll take a close look at it. Okay, so sorry about the weird camera angle here, but trying to give you a closer look. So here's the finished piece, as you can see, and I'll rotate this around for you. So see Geralt is throwing his spell here. Has the spell symbol in the middle of the spell, which is cool. As I said, it's got this little fence post at the back just for like an adornment type thing. I would say this whole piece maybe weighs, I don't know, maybe 15 pounds, something like that, in the teens for sure. You can kind of see, like I said, some of the detail on Roach, some of the detail on Geralt here. Obviously, it's supposed to be displayed this way with the trophy of the werewolf. At the front, you've got his two swords here, and he's kind of leaning back, throwing his spell. But a couple things to note is, like I said, quality's pretty good. There are a few things that annoy me, though. One is that this base is not entirely flat. This table's very flat. I've had other things sitting on it. As you can see, it rocks a bit. Making that even worse is the fact that the Roach piece here goes in on one pole on this foot right here at the bottom. The rest of these are supposed to line up with some imprints in the mud. And as you can see, they don't. It kind of rocks back and forth. So if you're someone like me that has these things on display and has a home theater with a lot of bass and shakes and stuff, very easy for this thing to kind of rock and shake, which you're paying $300 or more for a statue like this. It should be pretty solid and it should fit into the mold that it was made for. And clearly this doesn't. Now I could probably try and bend the metal post in here, but that's kind of dangerous with statues because you may crack off some of the resin and then you're in a whole world of hurt. So I'm gonna leave it as is and just hope. The other thing is that the tail plugs in, you know, just like the statue does here, but because of the shape of it here, it doesn't look like it fits very snug. There's actually a tiny little gap here, so it looks like the tail is added on, which again, in a statue it shouldn't, right? It should all piece together smoothly. So regardless, there it is. We'll keep it short today because it's a small piece. That's your Dark Horse, Geralt and Roach statue. And, you know, do I recommend it? As a piece around the room, yes. For the money you're paying, it's questionable. If you have other Witcher collectibles, especially of the higher grade, I might go ahead and skip this one if I'm honest with you. But it's still going to look cool sitting in the game room. So with that, as always, thank you. It's great to be back. There'll be a lot of videos in quick succession over the next couple of weeks, including some additional content, patron content, more statue unboxings. We've got Doomslayer. We've got Aloy from Horizon Forbidden West, or Zero Dawn. We've got Jin from Ghost of Tsushima. And there's several more on the way as well. So thank you as always for supporting Season Gaming. We are a growing channel, but we're independent. As you notice, there'll be no ads on this video. There's no monetization. So if you like supporting positive gaming channels that aren't trying to get your money or trying to give you ads every step of the way, you can check in, subscribe, and check us out. Thank you as always. We'll see you next time.